Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. We begin by praising Allah Azza wa Jal, the Exalted, and we thank Him for enabling us to sit here so that we can remember Him through the afflictions, through the pains, through the comforts, through the joys that which He has placed us in. And that is something that we all should ponder deeply, that sometimes we like to think that if I was maybe younger, if I was healthier, if I was stronger, if I was fitter, maybe I could be something else, maybe I would be better positioned. Know that and understand this very, very clearly, is that whatever, this is divine wisdom, that whatever situation that you're in at this present moment in time is the best situation for you. Whether you're in health, you're in joy, you're in problem, you're in misery, whether you're in financial problems, whatever situation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed you in, that is the best situation. Because from that, you can expect some sort of a reaction. And He expects the right reaction. And the reason why sometimes some of us, we learn to react, we basically know what we're supposed to do a lot of the times. 9 out of 10 times we know what to do. If you miss your prayer, you know you're missing your prayer. If you're sinning, you know you're sinning. If you're actually in financial problem, you know how you got to that problem. There is a solution for everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed you in. But what is happening is that we, unfortunately, ungrateful people, is that moments have been given, chances have been given, time upon time for us to actually take that step. Time upon time for us to take that step so that we may rekindle, reinvigorate, re-establish our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because imagine you are, and I said this a few weeks back, is that imagine you are on a journey and you've been given a compass. You've been given a compass. Now that compass is supposed to direct you to your destination. Forget about the sat nav here. Forget about all. Imagine the old days. You've been given a compass. Everybody's aware. The compass. There's a north. There's a south. There's a east, west, and there's a needle there, and it spins. Now you might need to, for example, travel in the direction of south, towards Makkah, Medina. Southeast. Let's say we're supposed to go to direction southeast, towards Allah's house, beloved Messenger Sallallahu city. Imagine we're supposed to go in that. You're supposed to travel in that direction, and that's your compass. Now, how does a compass needle get affected? It can get affected, can't it? So, with different attacks, for example, if there's metals around or other things, it can spin the needle in an opposite direction completely, and you are now following the false direction in which those things have now attracted the needle too, and it's spinning you. The thing is that before you're given this compass, you were told, avoid this, avoid that, this will happen, and that will happen. Don't actually lay it against any metal. Make sure that there's no magnet next to it. Make sure there's no other compass next to it. These are different things that you've been told to avoid, but you didn't do that. Now, if you know there's a metal next to it, you should then think, when you realize, wait a minute, there's a metal there, I better move away from the metal, let me change and retake the reading what the compass says, and then it will point in the right direction. They need to change your direction once you realize. So similarly, that's what we're doing with our heart and mind, is that our hearts and minds have been taken over by the attraction of the dunya, by the attraction of wealth, of children, of comfort, of luxury, of ease. And because of these attractions, what's happened is that the needle is supposed to point towards Makkah, Medina, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, is that keep traversing in my direction, towards me, towards my presence, towards my rida. What's happened is that because of these attractions, we've gone lost in those attractions, and we've wavered and swerved towards those directions, and we're lost. Now we know that. A lot of us, we know that. Many of us will say that, brother, yes, I'm aware. Look, I'm aware. I should be doing this, I should be doing that. I should be and I have are two different things. One is that it's like a false hope. If you know that you're supposed to go towards the right direction, if you know that what is the right direction, if you know how to get and how to actually reset your direction and to turn in the right way, you should have done it already. But what we do is that we're going the wrong direction. Curse this attraction, curse the money, curse the money. All this women is a problem. All this family is a problem. My wife is killing me. Oh, why have I got this disease? Why have I got this illness? If it wasn't for this illness, I could be doing so much. I could be doing so many different things. We start cursing the things and criticize the things that is placed upon us when we're the ones to have been blamed for. So what happens is that, for example, alhamdulillah, you're all here for the Ruqayah sessions. Some of you might have problems. Gym problems, heart problems, marital problems, other associated problems, bodily problems, mind problem, different problems. There's even a blessings why Allah SWT has given you those problems. It's a blessing. Why? It's because if you keep on going the wrong direction, a sign, one of the signs you could say that Allah SWT really does care about you is that if you keep on going in the wrong direction, and you keep on going, but nothing happens to bring you back in the right direction, then you forever be lost in the midst and the wilderness of the ocean of desires on this dunya. However, the sign and the fact that Allah SWT does love you is that He gives you problems. Why? It's because through these worldly attractions, through job, through wealth, through health, through family, children, all these other things, what's happened is that they have made us forget our purpose. They have made us forget our objectives. They have made us forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying is that, okay, look, you have forgotten me, my beloved servant, oh my servant, what has happened to you? He's calling us, not once, He's calling us 5 times a day. Oh my servant, where are you? We're not present. Calls us at Fajr, calls us at Dhuhr, calls us at Asr, calls us at Maghrib, calls us at the Azan is called, that's a call from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're not present at His court. We're not present. So just like a headmaster or a teacher, there's no similitude we can use Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just so that you can understand, it's like if a teacher sees or a headmaster sees, wait a minute, this student is not being present for a few days or a week or so, what's wrong? Let me give him a call. Let's go and find out. So sends a messenger over, as in nowadays they say, the wagman over, the welfare person over to find out what is wrong. You may get a letter, you may get a call. You may get a letter, you may get a call, dear such and such, where have you been? You have not given any reason as to why you're not here. That's a concern. If the head teacher has concern for you, because they love you, have the concern for your welfare, that's why they send somebody over to say why it's wrong. Because harm is being placed upon you because you're not attending. You're losing out. So if you're not present in the prayers, just an example, is that Allah SWT says, okay, He's not present in prayers. He's going completely, or she's going completely away from me. I need to call them back, bring them back. So sometimes what He does is that He sends a message. Sometimes what happens is He sends a message. He says that, look, I'm going to send a message. If you don't keep on attending, look, there's a death that's happened there. Somebody's family. That's a message. For example, today Allah bless the soul of this auntie. One of our brothers' aunties passed away. Janazah is tomorrow. That's a message. For me and you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, indirectly sending a message to remind me and you, where are you going? In this busy schedule of your life that you're leading, is that where are you going? Which direction are you going towards? Come back. When we see these problems, afflictions, whether the earthquake, for example, only 2 weeks ago we had an earthquake in UK, in Wales, 4.6 on the Richter scale or something like this. It was in Wales, is felt all the way down Bristol area, all the Manchester areas, or some parts of Manchester. That's how far it was exposed. We're not supposed to experience earthquakes. That's a message. Wake up. It's a message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He sends messages. One by one, He's sending a message for us to re-alter our direction, for us to get away from the attraction. So the needle of our heart and our mind, the compass that Allah has given, the needle of our heart and mind, is pointing the direction towards His pleasure. For us to refocus and to go towards that direction. For us to move away. But if you don't listen then, and you don't adhere to the message, indirect message given you, then unfortunately, it becomes a lesson. And what happens? You become the lesson. Myself and yourself becomes a lesson. Many times have you not seen these people who have not paid heed to the warnings that Allah has given them? Look at their consequences, look at their ends, look what has been inflicted. So for example, a lesson, you've seen people who are going away so much that, for example, they give everything to the family. They're so busy with their job, they're so busy, what happens is that their business fails, it collapses. That's a lesson for me and you to take. Family breaks apart, that's a lesson for me to take. They were healthy, all of a sudden they got cancer, that's a lesson for me and you to take. For us to re-change again, change our mode of scope of thinking, change our direction. But we're not. When we don't take these lessons that He's giving me and you, we become the lesson then. Allah then puts us, that's what me and you are here now. We are the lesson. So that's why we have problems now, afflictions now, whatever illnesses, whatever ailments that you have. For example, a lot of you might have suffered going to fake amilins, people who are soothsayers and so on, and you spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds. That's a lesson. Unfortunately, you suffered because you became the lesson. That's what's happening. We have become the lesson. And then when we don't further utilize this and we don't actually listen and we don't change and we don't try to reconnect and refocus, what happens? It becomes a problem. A life is a problem. That's why we have a problem with our health, problem with our mind, problem with our heart, problem with our sleep, problem with the family, problem with the neighbors, problem with society, problem with the world, problem. And then what happens is that if we still don't try to change, our life becomes a chaos. Now, what you're here for is to now seek a solution in which the problem that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has actually placed us in. Maybe you have a gym problem. Maybe you have a disease, heart problem, diabetes, broken ribs. I don't know, whatever disease, whatever problem, whatever ailments Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala problems giving you, there is a solution. But know this, and know this for sure, is that Dr. Shalom is here. He will perform some of the amals. You go to a doctor, you go to a physician, you go to the pharmacy, you take the medicine. They, him, nor the doctor, nor the pharmacy, none of those things are the curer. Shifa, cure, is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are just means that we are adopting so that we can attain ultimate shifa from Him. He has told us to adopt these means. So that's why we go to the doctors. We go to the physicians. We take, for example, we take a paracetamol. It's not paracetamol that is actually curing me. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's through the means of the paracetamol. When we are hungry, when we are thirsty, we eat, we drink. It is not the food, it is not the drink that actually quenches our thirst or actually gets rid of our hunger. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ultimately, one thing that whatever you do in this session, whatever you do, is bear this in mind, is that it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is so responsible for my betterment, who's going to give me shifa. I am just utilizing this means of whatever meditation or muraqabah or practice or amal that Dr. Shalom will prescribe to me. I am actually utilizing this as a means to gain shifa. That's what I'm doing. Secondly, is that what is lacking is that, just like, for example, there is in a room, if I may have the best of phone, I may have an iPhone, I may have a Samsung, whatever it is, or I may have a Nokia 3210 of the old days. It doesn't matter. Any phone. It's not as smart, it's just a phone. But if it's on airplane mode and it's not switched on and there's no connection there, I can't make a call. I could have the iPhone 10, whatever it is, I could have the best of phones worth £1,000, but if there's no reception, there's no connection, I can't do the basic things of making a call, or receive a message, or send a text. I can't do that because there's no reception. The connection is not there. But once the connection is there, if it's a cheap phone, which is £20-30, or £1,000 phones, I can now connect with people, with the world. Similarly, what is happening is that many of us is that we have been given a solution through which we can connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get His shifa from Him, but we have forgotten how to connect, how to establish that link. And what is going to happen is that, inshallah, in this session as well, is that you'll be taught how to, first of all, connect, and then how to strengthen that signal. Strengthen the signal so your reception is bigger and greater, so it can have more of an effect upon you. So everything that is being taught here, what Dr. Shalom will be teaching you, and what he'll be going through, is how a person can rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his cure, adopting the means through Quran and Sunnah, and adherence to the Quran and Sunnah, which unfortunately me and you don't give any value, because we like to go and give £100, £1,000 to doctors, to amilins, to other physicians, to other people. But when Allah and His Messenger has given us a cure and it's free, we don't give value to that. We don't give value to it. We think, oh, that's not significant. Is that, for example, how strange is that if I place gold here, a diamond here, and a coal, we all automatically know the difference, and we all know which one we're going to go for. If I tell you which one you're going to go for, you all know what to go for, because you know the value of the item. It's because we have not understood the value of Allah and His Messenger's kalam, and Allah and His Messenger's wisdom and His teachings, is that we have not understood His teaching. That is why we're not actually giving value to it. That is why. So, for example, when he sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that I have been taught 2 surahs, if you were to recite these 2 surahs, this is my wording now, mafhum the hadith, is that I have been taught these 2 surahs, that if you were to recite this in the morning and evening, you get protection from jinns. That's free. It's free. You don't need to go all the way to Bangladesh or Pakistan or India or some other person down south or down north or whatever. It's free. But me and you don't give value because it's free. Or we don't know about it. Then if we do know about it, we don't know how to actually now be in the right mindset. Opening up the signals and the reception to really connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that has athar. It has effect upon my heart and your heart and your soul. We don't have the right connection. So those things that which is being taught here is all conformed to the Quran and Sunnah. There's nothing which is actually you need to worry about. All the methodologies there. The adhkars which we recite is from the prophetic adhkars from Quran and Sunnah. I just mentioned one of them. There are many others which Ustaz Dr. Shah Alam will be reciting himself whilst he's actually doing it. The fundamental thing is for you to keep in mind and heart is that it is not even these recitations, it is not even Dr. Shalom, it is not this method, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is giving me shifa. And the second thing is that I am just utilizing the means, be humble, have an open heart, an open mind, that I am just utilizing the means through which I can gain that shifa. And the third thing you'll be taught is how can I strengthen that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the situation that He's put me in, it becomes positive for me. And through this disease, through that illness, through this situation that He's put me in, I can gain closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because many times, look, when you're healthy, everything's going right, we forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They say that Fir'aun, we heard from the Shiurs, they said is that Pharaoh, is that he never fell ill. He never fell ill in his lifetime. Never. To the nearest effect. He didn't even feel the toothache. And that is the reason why he thought he was above everything. He thought he was God, na'uzubillah. That is the reason why. He thought, I am a superhuman being. Other people are falling ill. I'm not falling ill. You see how wonderful that by us even falling ill, it humbles us. It reduces us. It makes us realize that we are imperfect, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is perfect. So a cold, toothache, migraine, back problems, heart problems, cholesterol, it makes us rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even more and makes us call upon Him even more sincerely than normal. That we realize that I've tried these doctors, I've tried these medicines, I'm trying this, but it's ultimately Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who will give me the cure. Anyway, that's more or less what I want to say really, is that be happy, content with the situation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put you in, and look at Him in a positive light and think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a positive light and not in a negative way. That whatever illness, whatever problems, whatever situation that He's put you in is the best for you at this moment in time. All that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to do is react in the right way, in the positive way. And one of the reasons why we have been put in this situation of illness and disease is because we've forgotten Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He wants to turn back. He wants us to turn back to Him, to His remembrance, to His pleasure, so that we can attain eternal peace and abode in Jannah. And is it that? Jazakumullah khair wa sallam jazak. Subhanakallah bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.
Thank you for that, Imam Qais. A very uplifting, positive message there for us to reflect on. That these tribulations, these situations we find ourselves in, this is a sign of love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He wants us to actually turn back towards Him. And people like Dr. Shalom, they're here, they are a means to remove these obstacles from the path so that we can actually rekindle our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I would like to actually invite Dr. Shalom up to the stage now. This brother here has studied quite extensively. He has a PhD in biology, I believe, or biomedical sciences from the Manchester University. And since then he has learned this methodology of his teachers, of our teachers, of Ruqayah, and he is going all over the place wherever he's invited and spreading this knowledge for free, not asking for any money, not asking for anybody to follow him or anything like that. He's recently actually just come back from Denmark, where there was a popular gathering over there. They invited him over there, and people are benefiting. I would also like to invite Ustad Shafiq to come to the stage. He will be doing a translation. This brother, he's an independent businessman, mashallah. He gives a lot of time to the deen. He's come over here from Bolton today, and he's actually been all over the world on dawah tours, Palestine, Pakistan, Morocco. I think he's been to almost every continent in the world actually giving dawah. So may Allah bless him for that. Jazakallah.
Actually have attended today. So inshallah I will not take too much of time, but I could go straight away and explain this healing process, how it happens. So all praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and may His eternal peace, blessing be upon Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and upon his family, and upon all those who follow him until the Yawm al-Qiyamah. Ameen, inshallah. So if you can, I quickly ask everyone just to sit somewhere that you can see the screen. So if you're on the side of the hall, the better you come in the main hall, because it'll be difficult for you to see from the side of the hall. Upstairs as well, sisters, if you want to sit somewhere where you can see the screen, as I will be going through the presentation. So আমি ইনশাআল্লাহ বাংলাতে উত্তরা হইমু, ইংলিশে হইমু, আমরা উস্তাদ শফিকে ইনশাআল্লাহ উর্দুতে ও পাঞ্জাবিতে ইনশাআল্লাহ হইবা. So I'll ask brother Ustad Shafiq as well to explain in Punjabi as well, inshallah, or Urdu, whichever he finds more comfortable, inshallah. So on the screen, if you have a look at it, the name says Ya Shafi call. So first of all, normally, as Ustad Imam Qais was saying, that we should really turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to connect to Him and ask Him, because if you ask any other person, like your friend or a family, like for example, you need money or some kind of issue you have, ask for a help. Sometimes they can help you, or sometimes they can't. They also have limitations. But we know, we have believed that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most high and most powerful, that if He wills and if He wishes, He can fulfill all our needs and beyond. Remove all the obstacles and illnesses. So that's why it is very wise, and it in fact is the only way we should really turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So আমরা কিতা করতাম ইনশাআল্লাহ, দেন আমরা তো জানি সব মূলত দেন সব আমরা সাহায্য করতে পারলে আল্লাহ ছাড়া আমরা সাহায্য করতে পারতাম না. সব যদি আমরা অসুবিধা থাকে, সব বেমার আজার থাকে, আমরা ডাক্তারের কাছে যাইমু বা অন্য কাছে যাইমু অন্য সাহায্যের লাগি. তবে কোন সময় তারা সাহায্য করতে পারবা, বেমারি মিটাইতে পারবা, বা কোন সময় পারতা না, তারারও একটা লিমিট আছে. তবে আমরা বিশ্বাস, আমরা জানি যে আল্লাহ সুবহানাহু ওয়া তাআলা সর্বশক্তিমান, সব ক্ষেত্রে এটা আপনার সাহায্য করতে পারবা যদি তাই ইরাদা করেন. তার লাগে আমরা সকলের চেষ্টা করতাম যে আল্লাহ ঠাইকে আমরা যোগাযোগ করতাম, আল্লাহকে সে চাইতাম আমরা ইনশাল্লাহ. সহার লাগি আমরা প্রেজেন্টেশন দেওয়া ইংলিশে লেখা আছে যেন আমরা ফলানমরি কিতা হই যে 2 রেখাত নফল নামাজ পড়ি আল্লাহ ঠাই চাইমু, আল্লাহ আমার যে বেমান আছে বা যে অসুবিধা আছে মুক্ত হরকা. তখন সময় কমের লাগি 2 রেখাত হইতাম নাই, হইমা কি আপনারা সকলে কয়েক সেকেন্ড চোখ বন্ধ করিয়া আল্লাহ টাইম দোয়া করবা, আল্লাহ আমার যে বেদনা বা বেমার বা অসুবিধা আছে ওটা মিটিয়ে দেওয়া. আর যারা আইসুনি কেন তারারও আল্লাহ আপনার মীমাংসা হয়ে দেওয়া যে অসুবিধা থাকে যদি ইনশাল্লাহ. So brother Shafiq will mention in Urdu as well, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. सबसे पहले अपने आप को अल्लाह की तरफ तवज्जो करें और अल्लाह ताला के साथ कनेक्ट करें अपने आप को, कि ये तसव्वुर लाएं कि अल्लाह ताला हमारे साथ है, हमें देख रहा है और हमें सुन रहा है. और ये तसव्वुर करें कि अल्लाह ताला हम हमारे साथ है, और उसके साथ पहले अपना कनेक्शन कनेक्ट करें अपने आप को अल्लाह के ताला के साथ. तो फिर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ये पहले सबसे पहले ये करना है.
So inshallah, if I can ask all of you just to close your eyes only for a few seconds and really think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah is with us, Allah is watching us, Allah is hearing us. And then open your heart. You don't even have to say with your tongue, but with your heart, just pour out all your problems and issues and whatever you have. Also, make dua for the participants, that may Allah Ta'ala also help them, as well as the whole ummah as well. So, আমরা এখনো 2 সেকেন্ড লাগি চোখ বন্ধ হরকা করিয়া দিলটা কি আপনি আল্লাহরে দেখাও কা, আল্লাহ আমার যে বেমার আছে বা যে অসুবিধা আছে সব অসুবিধা মুক্ত হরকা, সব বেমার আজার দূর হরকা. আর যারাই নয়ছেন এরারও আল্লাহ তারা সাহায্য হরকা, যে অসুবিধা তারা থাকে না এখানে, আর সকল উম্মতে আল্লাহ আপনার সাহায্য হরকা ইনশাআল্লাহ.
तो ऐसे करें कि आंखें बंद करके और अपना तवज्जो करें अल्लाह की तरफ, और अल्लाह के अज़्ज़ व जल के साथ दुआ करें कि पहले तो ये तसव्वुर करें कि अल्लाह ताला हमारे साथ है, और फिर अल्लाह सुब्हान व तआला के बारगाह में दुआ करें कि अल्लाह ताला आपको शिफा अता फरमाए. और अपने दूसरे बहन भाई जो भी यहाँ पे हैं उनके लिए भी दुआ करें, और जहाँ भी कोई मुसलमान कहीं भी है दुनिया में उनके लिए दुआ करें, और अपने आप के लिए दुआ करें.
MashaAllah. Now, inshallah, you can open your eyes and please look at the screen. So, अपना ना सो कुल्लो का कुल्ला inshallah screen पर देखो का.
तो ये आंखें खोल लें और ये स्क्रीन की तरफ तवज्जो करें और देखें उसको.
So, according to the Sunnah and some of the du'as, and like Imam Qais was saying, we'll be reciting, is that whatever illness or pain you have, let's say you have pain in your legs, on your knees, or at the back, wherever it is, you place your hand there. Now, if you have multiple illnesses, for example, like you can't obviously place your hand everywhere, then you can just place your hand in the chest and imagine that you have placed your hands whatever illnesses you have. So, আপনারা একটা সুন্নত মোতাবেক একটা আমল আমরা ফলা শুরু করতে সময় হয়ে যান আপনারা কি তা হওয়া যে জায়গা আপনার বিষ বেদনা আছে ওই জায়গাতে আত রাখবা যদি বা আপনার নানান ধরনের বেমার থাকে শারীরিকভাবে বা মানসিকভাবে যে কোনো বেমার হয় না এখানে সব জায়গাতে আত রাখতে পারত না তো এই সময় আপনাকে তা হবা যান চাইবা যান বুকুর মাঝে আত রাখবা মানে হবা যান সব জায়গাতে আপনার আত আছে ইনশাআল্লাহ
जी अपना हाथ जहाँ पे आपको दर्द है वहाँ पे अपना हाथ रखें और अगर काफ़ी जगह में दर्द है तो फिर अपनी छाती पे हाथ रख के तो तसव्वुर करें कि अल्लाह ताला वहाँ पे तसव्वुर करें कि यहाँ वहाँ पे रोशनी है तो अल्लाह ताला आपको शिफा देता है.
So inshallah then like is shown in the picture, imagine above this zawiyah, this masjid here, great huge name Allah, like goldish whitish color you can see. Imagine that name above in the sky. So আপনারা আমরা মসজিদের উপরে একটা আপনি তাসাউর বা একটা ধ্যান করো কাজেন আল্লাহর নাম আল্লাহ বড়ভাবে আলোকিত হইতে আছে আস্থা সারা মসজিদের ভিতরে
और ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि मजलिस पे के ऊपर जो अल्लाह का नाम है और अल्लाह के नाम से रोशनी आ रही है पूरी मजलिस पे.
And so please then imagine from the name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the light is now descending and covered all over the masjid and is illuminated. সেই আপনারা কি তাজ করবা যেন এই আল্লাহর নাম থেকে আলো এই সব বাড়ি ছিটিয়ে গেছে আর আস্তে মসজিদে রোশন বা আস্তে মসজিদে আলোকিত করে দিছে
ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि पूरी मजलिस पे अल्लाह का नाम से जो रोशनी आ रही है सब पे आ रही है.
Then after that you as an individual now imagine the light from the name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming down and entering through your head. সবসময় সেটা মনে করবা আপনি ব্যক্তিগতভাবে মনে করবা যেন আল্লাহর নামটা কি একটা আলোয়া নামের নামি আপনার মাথার উপরে বেঁধে ইয়া ঢুকের
तो फिर ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि अल्लाह के नाम से जो रोशनी आ रही है वो आप पे आ रही है और आपके सर पे आ रही है.
Then you imagine the light is now slowly transferring and flowing down through your throat, through your chest, through your stomach and through your limbs, through your veins and flowing all over your body and this is continuous. তো সামনে কি তেমন হবে ধারাবাহিকভাবে দেখা যায় এই আলুটাই আপনার মাথা বাদি ঢুকের গলা বাদি যাইর অথবা বুকু গেছে পেটো সারা শরীর সব অঙ্গে অঙ্গে সব রক্ত এটা মিশে গেছে চলতে আছে আলুটা আল্লাহর নামটা কি ধারাবাহিকভাবে চলতে আছে সব গাড়ি ছিটিয়ে যাইর
तो अभी ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि अल्लाह के नाम से जो नूर आ रहा है रोशनी आ रही है वो आप पे आ रही है और आपके पूरे जिस्म पे अंदर जा रही है.
Then this is the important part, like Imam Qais was saying, that it is also mentioned in the Quran that you should remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with your heart, within yourself and with your tongue as well. So this is the part where you focus on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the tongue is silent, but with your heart, imagine the heart is saying Allah, Allah. And you see there like a current, the light is continuously flowing. So এটা দিল দিয়াস না কিতা হবা মুখ দি নাই দিল দিয়াস না এটা আল্লাহ আল্লাহ হইতে থাকবা মনে হবা যেন আলো এটা আইতে আছে ধারাবাহিক বাদে আপনি আল্লাহ আল্লাহ কইরা আলো ইয়া সারা শরীর বাই সিটিয়া যাইল.
तो अभी क्या कि अल्लाह के साथ अपने रब्ता जोड़ना है और ऐसे तसव्वुर करना है कि अपनी ज़ुबान से नहीं सिर्फ दिल से अल्लाह अल्लाह करना है और खामोशी से बैठना है और दिल को अल्लाह का जिक्र करना है उसके साथ.
Now this is an example given is one example here, not this person for example has a pain in the back. So you could be one of them that you have pain in your back or you've got headache or pain in your knees or whatever pains you have. Or for example like another type could be that you have some kind of cancer in your body that you're suffering from and the light is whatever the issue or the pain you have is intensely going in that area. Or if it's all over the body then it's going all over the body. So the intensely light is entering that part of the body. So আপনারা মনে করবেন যে যে জায়গাতে আপনারা বেমার আছে মনে হরকা খমর বেদনা বা ফাও বেদনা বা যে জায়গাতে বেমার আছে ও জায়গাত আলো খুব বেশি বেশি হয়ে হামাইরো দুঃখের গাড়ি দুঃখে আস্তে আস্তে একটা আপনারা বেমারে তো আস্তে আস্তে এটা নিবাইরো ওটা মনে হবা
तो अभी ऐसे तसव्वुर करने जहाँ पे आपको कोई दर्द है बीमारी है कहीं भी है वो वहाँ पे तसव्वुर करें कि वो रोशनी वहाँ पे जा रही है और वहाँ से रोशन हो रही है अगर सब ज़्यादा जगह में दर्द है तो वैसे तसव्वुर करें कि रोशनी सब जगह पे जा रही है
and then slowly you feel that slowly this light is now slowly washing off the pain the discomfort or any other issue that you feel is easing away. If it's to do with the mind, for example, you got anxiety or depression, that you're feeling at peace, and the light is washing away some of the problems you have. So after man akharbazen then o alu asaste o jagare asaste bemare duye nirogi ba আপনারে মাথাত বা মানসিকতে বেমার থাকলে ওটা আরাম দিলো বা শরীরে একটা আরাম আইলো আর তোরা যেন ধরিয়ে রাখপাত বা যে কোনো জায়গাতে না মানে হবা যেন খুব আরাম লাগে গরম লাগে কিবা তো ঠান্ডা লাগে so then you'll feel quite warmth in that area where you've held your hand or coolness as well
तो अभी ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि जहाँ पे आपको दर्द है ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि वहाँ पे आपको शफा मिल रही है और वो जगह गर्म भी हो सकती है और ठंडी भी हो सकती है जैसे तो ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि वहाँ पे आपको शफा मिल रही है और ठीक हो रहा है
and then in that you remain like this imagine the light is flowing continuously and you're saying Allah Allah with your heart and the pain is slowly easing off so আপনারা এইভাবে থাকবা শেষ করার আগ পর্যন্ত যে দিল দিয়ে কইবা আল্লাহ 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 আলো এই সব জায়গা যাইরো আর সাথে জায়গাগুলো দুইয়া দিরো ইনশাআল্লাহ তাহলে আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ শেষ করব
तो ऐसे हाल में रहना और तसव्वुर करते रहना कि और दिल के साथ अल्लाह अल्लाह करते रहना और इंशाअल्लाह जो ऐसे तसव्वुर करें कि आपकी जो दर्दें हैं वो ठीक हो रही हैं
So now inshallah we can actually begin the process of muraqabah or the deep thinking and healing now. So inshallah আমরা আসলে শুরু হরম যেভাবে বুঝাই দেওয়া হইছে the way we explained we're going to practice this now. So আমরা একটা অবলোকন তো আমরা ফলান কি তাহরকা so please close your eyes now and place your hand. So if it's a headache or any mental illness place your hand there. If it's all over the body jinnat black magic whatever just place your hand in the chest. If you have any physical illness or cancer whatever for example then place your hand there be it for example you got lung cancer or chest pain or any other or leg pain just place your hand there and start to imagine the name Allah subhanahu in the sky the light is coming down flowing everywhere then going to the affected areas and easing off and the next time I will say Bismillah loudly then we can begin so inshallah hon amra uzena muraqaba ba একটা হইছে চিন্তা কিভাবে করতা আল্লাহর সাথে কিভাবে যোগদান হতো ওটা আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করব তো আপনার চোখ বন্ধ করিয়া আত রাখো কাজে জায়গা বেদনা আছে বা যে কোনো জায়গাতে না হানে বুকুত রাখবা আত যে কোনো বেমারক না হানে জিন্নাত বা খালা জাদুর অসুবিধা বা শারীরিক অসুবিধা বা কোনো ক্যান্সার আছে যে কোনো বেমারক না হানে আত রাখবা তবে আপনি চিন্তা করবা যেন আলো আছে আল্লাহর নাম থেকে আলো এ নামের সারা প্রসেস ওটা চিন্তা করবা আর আমি যদি জোরে বিসমিল্লাহ কইমু তাহলে শুরু করব ইনশাআল্লাহ
इंशाअल्लाह जो आपको समझाया वो अभी शुरू करने वाले हैं और अल्लाह अल्लाह करते रहें अपने दिल के साथ और अपना जो हाथ है वहाँ जहाँ पे आपको तो कोई दर्द है अगर ज़्यादा जगह में है सिर्फ छाती पे रखते हैं अगर कोई जिन की है कोई तो तकलीफ़ को तो ऐसे वो छाती पे हाथ रखते हैं जहाँ भी दर्द है वहाँ पे रखते हैं तो इंशाअल्लाह जो हमने सब एक्सप्लेन किया अभी करने वाले हैं हमें अभी आंखें लूट लें तो इंशाअल्लाह फिर शुरू करने जब डॉक्टर शाह आलम कहेंगे बिस्मिल्लाह करेंगे तो फिर शुरू करेंगे इंशाअल्लाह
Bismillah. Inshallah, you can open your eyes and relax, inshallah. Inshallah, we'll just give you a short time and opportunity to give feedback and let us know especially how you felt in this healing session and this muraqabah session now. So that helps us to understand that you've understood the process or how you felt, so for others to understand as well. So তোরা সময় না দাও ইনশাআল্লাহ আপনারা হোকা কিভাবে আপনারা বুঝ পাইছেন বা কিভাবে বেবদন পাইছেন এখানে বইয়া এখন বাংলাতে কইতে পারবা ইংলিশে কইতে পারবা উর্দুতে কইতে পারবা
इंशाल्लाह अभी आंखें खोल लें और अभी मौका दिया जाएगा कि कोई सवाल पूछने का या कुछ बताने का अगर कुछ है बताने वाला कुछ.
So brother, inshallah, go around with the mic, just put your hand up, inshallah they'll come to you. So please take the opportunity now to give feedback, inshallah. Sisters also come give you feedback. If you maybe write it down or pass on to your mahram if they're here in the hall, and they'll also mention on your behalf.
If anybody has any questions about the amals or would like to go over them again, there will be a halqa in the back where a brother would go into it in detail, so you can please stay behind and speak to this brother. And if you would like to see Dr. Shalom privately, you can do so. Just give your name to Brother Munir, who is standing over there somewhere, and we can facilitate that. Any sisters who would like to see it, as long as they have a mahram, they can do so. Speak to one of the responsible sisters. And if you don't have a mahram, please do mention, and maybe we can facilitate a different way. But for now, if anybody has any feedback, any experiences they would like to share, please just raise your hand and I will come over with the mic.
Inshallah, while we're waiting for maybe a few feedback to come through, so what we're going to now do is explain to you what you need to do on your own time at home every day. So now that this process of healing has begun, the opportunity to be given that you do something like this every single day, and slowly by the mercy and grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you see the changes happening, inshallah. So inshallah আপনারা বুঝাই দাও ওই বুঝেন গড়ে গিয়া কীভাবে এটা আমল করতা করলে যদি আপনি দ্বারা পাইব করিতা হন তো ইনশাল্লাহ এটা একটা ফায়দা পাইবা আজকে তো শুরু হয়েছে ইনশাল্লাহ.
तो जो हमने किया है इस अमल को घर भी करना पड़ेगा और हर रोज़ जारी रखना है इसको. तो अभी बताएंगे कि घर में जाके क्या करना है आपने.
Brother Munir, is there any feedback? No? Okay. So inshallah, if there's any feedback, also see our brothers and our ustads afterwards as well. But we'll move to the next section, which is the amals we need to do daily at home, inshallah. So again, if you look at the screen, after the screen by the hoka, then zebana ne murakaba zeba healing session khorsi oba be khorba zate afna mana khorba then at rakhba afnar zakat be marase tawdama hawazan Allah nam akasho ase akash taki Allah nam taki aloya namer নামিয়াম না মাথা বাঁধিয়া ঢুকের তারপরে সারা শরীর যাইল এবার দিল দিয়ে আমরা আল্লাহ আল্লাহ হইতে থাকতাম আর যে জায়গাতে আপনার বেমার আছে ও জায়গা আলুই ঠেকা ঢুকে গিয়ে আস্তে আস্তে এটাতে দুয়ে নিরোগী. So like we explained before, that you imagine the name Allah in the sky, place your hand in your chest or whatever it is, and the light is from the name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming down, entering through your head and then flowing all over your body, and especially going to the affected area, and is washing off. But very importantly, what we mentioned now is 4 or 5 categories of illnesses, which covers practically all the illness that people suffer. And you, if you're one of them, then you can focus on your type of illness, inshallah. So, তিন চার বেমার আছে, জাত বেমার আছে, যেগুলা বেমার সহ আমরা ভুগি বা আমরা মাঝে আসে. যদি যেটা মনে হবে যেন আপনার যেটা বেশি এটা জরুরি, ওটাও আপনি মনে চিন্তা করে দেখবা, আমি বুঝাই দিই মোহন আর ওটা আপনি করে করবা ইনশাল্লাহ.
तो अभी स्क्रीन की तरफ आप देखें और बताया जाएगा कि आपने कैसे करना है अल्लाह का नाम अपने आप के ऊपर तसव्वुर करें और उसकी रोशनी आपके अंदर जा रही है, और जहाँ पे आपको दर्द है वहाँ पे अपना हाथ रखें और अल्लाह अल्लाह का जिक्र करें दिल के साथ। और बता रहे हैं कि 4-5 बीमारियाँ हैं, वो तमाम बीमारियाँ उसमें शामिल हो जाती हैं, तो बताएंगे कि अगर कैसे आपने करना फिर।
So point D, one type of category of illness is of all the physical type of illnesses. So for example, joint problems, aches, pains, any of the illness you have, headaches, or any of those type of illness that you associate with physical illness. So in this respect, what you do is, as you start this 5-minute muraqabah, which you do every day, imagine the light is entering through that area, through your brain if it's headache, through your head, through the muscles in your body, whatever it is, the light is going there. And the crucial thing is, this is the connection part, that you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that, oh Allah, you are still the Rabb, the Khalik of my brain, or the brain cells, or the muscles, or the ligaments. You order that to be repaired or become better. Because if you order it, then nothing can stop that. It is in your control, in your hand. So আপনারা কইছে ভাবে কইছেন 5-6 ভাবে বিভাগ করিয়া হইতে আর বাজে বেমার আছে তো ফলে বেমারি লোকের যেন শারীরিক যেটা বেমার মানে লোকা যেন আমরা বেদনা আছে আঁটুত বেদনা আছে কোমরে বেদনা আছে বা মাথায় বেদনা বা যে কোন টাইপের বেদনা শরীরে যেটা বিষ বেদনা আছে ওটা আপনি নিজে আপনি ধ্যান করবা ফোকাস করবা খুব জরুরি যেন আপনার ফোকাস হবা যেন হইবা যে আল্লাহ আপনি ই যেন আমার মাথা বা ই যেন আমার কেতা আঁটু বা যেগুলো জায়গা আছে এগুলোর রব আপনি এটা বানাইছেন আপনি এর হুকুম হরকা যেন যে আদেশ হরকা যেন এইগুলা জায়গা আবার ঠিক হয়ে যাক বা বেমারিটা দূর হয়ে যাক আপনি যদি হুকুম হরেন তো কিছু থাকতো না এটা ভালো হয়ে যাব
तो अभी वो बता रहे हैं कि वो जो भी जिस्मानी बीमारी हो आपने वहाँ पे हाथ रखना है और तसव्वुर करना है कि वहाँ पे रोशनी जा रही है और वहाँ उस जगह को अल्लाह के हुक्म से अल्लाह को याद करें और अल्लाह को कहें या अल्लाह कि तू इस जिस्म को हुक्म दे कि ये ठीक हो जाए
जी Category E, number 2 type is of more serious nature. Those who are suffering from cancer or infections, or you got some kind of tumor inside you. This is due to either the cells become out of control of the body, or viruses or bacteria, or other type of microbiological illnesses that you suffer, infectious diseases. So again, you place your hand as if you got chest infection, put your hand in the chest, or like brother here was suffering from Aussie flu. He was bedbound for 3 weeks. So if you have any kind of virus in your body, imagine that you place your hand there, and again during that 5-minute muraqabah, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, you're still the Rabb, the creator of these viruses, these bacteria, these cells that's gone out of control. Please, you order it so that it becomes neutralized if the case of the cancerous cells. If it's to do with the virus or bacteria, you order it to leave my body and wash it away. Because if you order it, then nothing can stay behind. So আপনারা মনে করবেন যে কোনো জাত যদি আপনার ক্যান্সার থাকে বা কোনো জাত ইনফেকশন থাকে বা টিউমার এটা থাকে আপনার আল্লাহ কইব আল্লাহ আপনি টিউমারে আপনি বানাইছেন আপনার কন্ট্রোল ছাড়া হইছে না যেগুলো ভাইরাস আছে বা ব্যাকটেরিয়া আছে যেগুলো আমার শরীরে ক্ষতি করে আপনি হুকুম হলো আমার শরীর থেকে হরিয়ে যাইতে কি হরি
अगर आपको कोई कैंसर की शिकायत है या इन्फेक्शन है कोई ऐसी बीमारी है आपको तो उस बीमारी को भी अल्लाह ने पैदा किया और अल्लाह को दुआ करें कि या अल्लाह इस बीमारी को मुझे शिफा दे और उस बीमारी को भी कहें कि या तू तेरा खालिक और तेरा रब भी अल्लाह है और अल्लाह के वास्ते से उस बीमारी को कहें को ठीक हो जाए
जी So another category is point F is those who are suspect or they think they have a jinnat or black magic or evil eye is another one, which is called a nazar, the bad nazar or evil eye. So anyone who suspect that they are suffering from this, then again simply you do this 5-minute thinking process, muraqabah. There are all the adhkars, like Imam Qais was saying, Ustad Qais, that there will be a full book of adhkars. If you recite them, they are for protection. But specifically now that you think you're suffering from it, so imagine the name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is entering, and the light is washing off the darkness of black magic from your body, or the evil eye, or if there's any influence of jinnat in your body, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove this from your body. So inshallah আপনাদের মনে করেন আপনার কোনো জিন্নাত বা জাদু খালা জাদু বা কোনো নজরি লাগা আছে ফ্রি দুষ কিছু আছে দেন আপনি কি তাহলে মনে করেন আলোয় ঢুকছে আপনার শরীর আর আলোয় আস্তে যেন খালা নজর বা যেগুলো আছে বা কোনো যদি জাদু থাকে কিন্তু দুয়ে নিরোগী বা কোনো জিন্নাতের আসর থাকে তো কইব আল্লাহ আপনি এটার ইয়ে মখলুক খালিক আপনার মখলুকের হক আমার শরীর থেকে যাইতো কি দূরে যাইতো
तो अगर आपको जिन की शिकायत है या जादू की या नज़र की जो भी ये हैं तो आप अल्लाह को से दुआ करें कि या अल्लाह तू इससे शफात मुझे दे निजात दे और ऐसे जो ये चीज़ें हैं यो जिन है ये जादू है तो अल्लाह इन चीज़ों का भी रब है और उनको हुक्म दें कि या तू या तेरा खालिक अल्लाह है और मुझे छोड़ दे.
No, the very important illness, it is recently said in the UN research of the Health Organization that 1 in 4 people in their life they suffer from some type of mental illness of the whole world. So it's a huge, issue that we have in amongst at large in humanity. Doesn't matter what religion they follow, or even if they're not religious, everyone go through at some stage of some kind of mental illness, be it depression, anxiety, or worry that causes some kind of side effects in their health as well. So mental illness is one of them. So if anyone thinks that they're suffering from this, that inshallah, then you should imagine and think that the light from name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming down and entering your head, especially your head, your mind, your brain cells everywhere. And there are certain imbalances of the chemicals and many of the asthma receptors or some things going on. And basically you asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, you make a balance again. If it's hyperactive, then you make a balance so that it is operating in a correct way, functioning in a correct way. Or if there's any chemical imbalance, that you make a balance again. And then you imagine the light is easing off some kind of issues or anxieties in the mind. So এখানে ফার্স্ট মুরাকাবার সময় যারা মনে করেন আপনার মানসিকতা মেন্টাল ইলনেস হয় আপনার আছে বেমার ডিপ্রেশন অ্যাংজাইটি যেগুলা আপনারা বুকরা মনে হবা যেন আলোয়া মাথার মাঝে ঢুকে মাঝে মগজবিতে যাই আর মগজবিতে গ্যাস যেগুলো কেমিক্যাল আছে এগুলো আল্লাহ রাখা যেন আল্লাহ গুণ ঠিক করে লোকা যেগুলা ভাবে আমারে খুব একটা অশান্তি দিল অশান্তিটা দূর হয়ে দোকা আমার শান্তি দোকা আমার দিল আমার মগজ আর আল্লাহ এইটা মীমাংসা করে দিলেন ইনশাআল্লাহ.
तो ये तमाम जो मुराकबे करने हैं ये 5 मिनट के लिए करने हैं और अगर आपको कोई दिमागी परेशानी बीमारी है तो ऐसे तसव्वुर करना कि अल्लाह के नाम से रोशनी आ रही है और दिमाग के अंदर जा रही है और वो जो ख़राबी है जो परेशानियाँ हैं या कुछ दिमाग में जो केमिकल्स हैं उनको अल्लाह के नाम की रोशनी से वो ठीक हो रही हैं.
Now, there may be some unique the illness that we've not covered or only very rare that no one else knows about. Only few people suffer in the whole world. Even then, if you're one of them, then you just imagine the light is entering in that part of the area or areas. And again, still Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is still fully aware and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give shifa and cure and mitigate that illness that you're suffering from in the body. So এমন কোনো যদি রোগ থাকে মানে থাকে যেটা আমরা আজকে অনেক উল্লেখ করা হয়েছে না মনে করেন যে আমিও খালি এটা বুকরাম আর কেউ জানেন না এই বেমারি যেন অত কষ্ট খায় এটা বেমার যেটা তা আপনি আল্লাহ আল্লাহ তেবু আপনি এটা কি সব থেকে জানেন বেশি এটা আপনার এত কন্ট্রোল আছে আপনি এটা মীমাংসায় দোকা বা দুয়ে নৌকাকে আমার শরীর থাকি যাতে এই বেমারটাই মুক্ত হয়ে যায়. জি.
तो अगर आपको कोई बीमारी नहीं है और आप सेहतमंद हो फिर भी ये मुराकबा कर सकते हैं 5 मिनट का अल्लाह का नाम का और अल्लाह से दुआ करें कि अल्लाह ताला आपको सेहत तंदुरुस्ती दे और आपको शिफा से निजात दे. अगर कोई हो सकता कोई आपको बीमारी हो जिसको आपका पता भी ना हो और या कोई ऐसी बीमारी हो जिसका आपको इल्म भी ना हो तो फिर भी बंदा ये मुराकबा कर सकता है. तो कि अल्लाह से दुआ करें कि अल्लाह आपको शिफा देता.
So as Ustad Shafiq was saying in Urdu, I'll summarize in English and Bangla that even if you think you have no illnesses in your body whatsoever, a completely perfect person, still there may be something going on inside which we don't know. Sometimes it gets diagnosed or spotted later on. Then you can still practice this now. that start going. So if there's anything going on inside which is not known to us, then we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to wash away and make that place better for you, better for every one of us, so that we become well and stay fit and healthy. So কোনো যদি বেমার থাকে যেটা আমরা নিজেও আমরা জানলাম না শরীর আছে, আমরা মনে হইতাম আমরা ভালো আছি শারীরিকভাবে বা সব ক্ষেত্রে দিয়া, তবে আপনি এটা করতে পারবা 5 মিনিট লাভ কিতা ফায়দা কিতা যেন যদি কোনো অজানা থাকেও যদি ডাক্তারে কইতে পারে যেন 3 মাস বাদে বা 3 বছর বাদে যেন ও বেমার তোমার হয়ে গেছে ভিতরে, তখন যদি এটা করতে তখন দেন ইনশাআল্লাহ আল্লাহর ফজিলতে এই বেমারটা তখন অজানা এটা দূর হয়ে যাবে ইনশাআল্লাহ. So finally, inshallah, you do this 5-minute muraqabah every single day for a month or 4 weeks, as I mentioned. And also helps that you attend these collective sessions. What that does is it speeds up, accelerate the process. So after that, then side shafta, but 1 মাস ধরিয়া ও 5 মিনিট ডেইলি করবা, একদিন মিস্তি বানা। আর কিতা হবা যেন আমরা যে এইভাবে যেন একত্রিত হইয়া যাবলা আমল করি, আপনার সাইবা যোগদান করতা, এটা করলে যেন এটার কি আরো দ্রুত বেমার দূর হইবার একটা চান্স আছে কি আল্লাহর ফজিলতে ইনশাআল্লাহ। তা আপনার চেষ্টা করবা আইবা।
जैसे डॉक्टर आपको कहते हैं ना कि गोली हर रोज़ खानी और मिस नहीं करनी, और यही डॉक्टर शाह आलम फरमा रहे हैं कि वो कह रहे हैं कि हर रोज़ ये मुराकबा 5 मिनट के लिए करना है और 4 हफ्ते करते रहना है, और एक दिन भी कोशिश करें कि ना मिस करें। तो ये जो मजलिस में हम करते हैं, मजमा करते हैं, इसको भी अटेंड करें।
So very quickly summarize 2 more things inshallah. So before you start this 5-minute muraqabah, make sure you do 2 rakat salatul hajat. It's better to stay in wudu, but if you don't have wudu, it's not necessary. You don't have to do namaz as well, but it's recommended as well. And then you do this 5-minute muraqabah every day. And then 2 more things, if I just quickly go through. So 2 more things. Number 2 is you do the 5-minute muraqabah every day. And point number 3 is that also it helps that start adopting the way and the manner of eating according to how Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has taught us, the Sunnah way. Very basically, that eat only when you're hungry. Don't eat because it's time for lunch and I have to eat lunch. I have to. You don't have to if you're not hungry. Also, most important thing is eat halal and from halal earnings. And obviously, the 1/3 solid food, drink 1/3 water, have some space left. So halal sunnat mutabik খাওয়া দাওয়া পান করা খুব জরুরি, যেন বহুত বেমারগুলা অটোমেটিকলি এগুলো দূর হয়ে যায় যদি আমরা সুন্নত মুতাবিক আমরা খাই, হালাল তরিকাতে খাই, হালাল জিনিস খাই ইনশাআল্লাহ. And final point is that naturally many illnesses, many of the asrat or many of the evil influence that we think we have disappears if we keep ourselves clean. Be it to do wudu or ghusl and so on. Don't stay filthy and unclean. When you go to toilet, use the toilet manners and so on. Because that's a huge effect on our physical health as well as any spiritual illness as well. So পরিষ্কার বা পরিচ্ছন্নতা খুব জরুরি। বহুত বেমারগুলো অটোমেটিকলি মুক্ত হয়ে যায় বা সাফ হয়ে যায় যদি আমরা পরিষ্কার থাকি বা উজু করি বা গোসল করি রীতিমতো, তাতে কোনো বাদ জিনিস আপনার শরীরে থাকে না। এটা করলে খুব ফায়দা হইব ইনশাআল্লাহ। ওটা করবা।
तो ये जो 5 मिनट का मुराकबा करना हर रोज़ करना है, कोशिश करें कि मुराकबे से पहले 2 रकात सलातुल हाजा पढ़ लें तो वो बेहतर है। वुज़ू में हो तो फिर भी बेहतर है, वुज़ू की ज़रूरत तो नहीं है, बेहतर है आप अगर वुज़ू में करें। और ये सुन्नत के मुताबिक आप खाएं भी और पिएं भी, और एक हिस्सा जो है ना वो पानी के लिए, एक अच्छा हिस्सा खाने के लिए और एक हिस्सा खाली रखें, और तब खाएं जब आपको भूख लगे। और ऐसे कोशिश ये करना कि पाक साफ रहना, कि अगर गुस्ल की ज़रूरत है तो गुस्ल करना और वुज़ू में रहने की कोशिश करना।
Yeah, inshallah. So inshallah, now we finally conclude with the dua. Like our brother Azhar mentioned, that if you want to see us, obviously you can do for any specific, any unique or one-to-one issues you want to discuss. But the thing is, the solution is already given now. Sometimes it's not possible to see every single one of you because of time constraint and so on. But if you sincerely rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the case was saying, call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do these amals as means, then inshallah we hope and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alleviate any issues, any problems in your life inshallah. Finally, I would say that also try to help someone else, another Muslim in need. Because this is a law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that when you go out in helping someone else and trying to free them or make them become free from the problems or if afflictions or illnesses they suffer, then but not naturally, but without you asking many times, Allah also alleviates and removes your illness and issues from your life. So especially any poor people in the world we know in Bangladesh, Pakistan, wherever, you can help out. এটা হয় কি ফাইনাল কথা হই যেন যদি আমরা আল্লাহ একটা সিস্টেম আছে, আল্লাহ একটা বিধান আছে যেন আপনি যদি অন্য সাহায্য যদি আপনি ব্যস্ততা থাকেন কীভাবে তারা বালা কর্তা, কীভাবে তারা বেমারটি মুক্ত কর্তা বা সাহায্য কর্তা পয়সা দিয়ে যে কোনো অসুবিধা যদি থাকে, দেন অটোমেটিক কোনো সময় আল্লাহ আপনার না দিকেই আল্লাহ আপনার এটা আপনার যে প্রবলেম থাকে এটা আল্লাহ মুক্ত করিলেন। ইনশাল্লাহ লেগে আপনার অন্যজনের সাহায্য করো, গরিব দেশ স্পেশালি যারা আছে আমরা বাংলাদেশ, পাকিস্তান, ইন্ডিয়া যেগুলো জায়গা তো এখানে মানুষের সাহায্য করো পয়সা দিই বা যেভাবেও, अल्लाह इंशाल्लाह আপনার যে প্রবলেম বা যে বেমারি আছে এটা আল্লাহ আপনার মীমাংসা করবা।
तो ये भी कोशिश करें कि अगर किसी इंसान की मदद करें और कोई बीमार है, गरीब है, किसी परेशानी में है, तो अगर उसकी मदद करेंगे तो आपके लिए भी अच्छा होगा
इंशाल्लाह. Finally we conclude with the dua इंशाल्लाह.
औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम या अल्लाह या हाद या वाहिद या माजूद या जवाद या बासित या करीम या वहाब या ज़त्तुल या गनी या मुगनी या फत्ताह या रज़ाक या अलीम या हय्य या क़य्यूम या रहमान या रहीम या बादिउस समावाति वल अर्द या ज़ल जलाल वल इकराम या मेरे मालिक. We have come today in this gathering. Forgive us our sins. Ya Allah, we are your servants. We're seeking your help. Ya Allah, we are all ill, one way or the other. Ya Allah, we beseech you to guide us and to heal us.
Amen.
Ya Allah, forgive us our shortcomings.
Amen.
Ya Allah, make the path to you easy for us.
Amen.
Ya Allah, all these are tests and trials, and these are messages, as we heard from Imam Qais. Ya Allah, give us the ability to heed these messages and turn towards you.
Amen.
Ya Allah, you are the one who gives shafa. Ya Allah, give us shafa. Ya Allah, all the people that have attended here, Ya Allah, cure them and give us all shafa. Ya Allah, all the
Amen.
Muslims around the world that are in any sort of affliction and pain and going through any trials and tribulations, Ya Allah, help them and alleviate them.
Amen.
Sallallahu alaihi khayr khalqi sayyidina Muhammadin wa sahbihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya.
Amen. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.